Now, the reporter who uncovered this story, he says he went to a Peugeot dealership to try a 207, and the salesman said, well, I can go one better than that, sir. I can lend you a 4007. That's not one better, is it? That's 3,800 better, he went, just to try and get a sale. One better than a 207 is, work it out, it's herpes. Yeah. Think about this logically.
See, back then, gentlemen of means...
Rich people in tweed suits.
Yes, rich people in tweed suits would take what was known as the Grand Tour. They'd go off to France or Italy, and they'd spend a few months learning about culture and wine and music. Nowadays, of course, everybody goes to Magaluf and learns about beer and vomit and chlamydia.
Yeah, no...
And because the boot is so big, there's plenty of space for a decent pair of speakers, the most important accessory for the young men who made this car so popular. 10 pints of Stella and a dollop of chlamydia.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese now has to have...
Kill yourself with cheese. It's not even sharp.
Well, it isn't. They say cheese has to have a government health warning. Have you seen that little orange sticker on it? And then, no, what was the other one the other day? We can't have sex in case we catch clematis.
Yeah.
We can't have... whatever it is, yeah?
No, it's very clear. It's also got hypoallergenic seats in
What, they give you eczema?
No.
Chlamydia?
No, they... No, they stop your eczema, and it's got a deodorising roof lining up there.
No, I know about that. No, I was reading about that the other day. If you break wind,
for instance,
in that car,
yes,
the smells are absorbed into the roof lining. It's a trick.
It's deodorising. That's what it does. So basically, the seats absorb your eczema, and the roof lining absorbs your farts, which is very clever. But you wouldn't want to buy one second-hand, would you? No.
I mean, come on. We're not really a nation of zinc kitchen surfaces and brushed aluminium. We're more a nation of Weatherspoons and Heat magazine and chlamydia. So it's right that it has a Lotto lap body kit. It's right that it's as orange as an air hostess. With that noise going on, it's very hard to detect the shimming, and you really don't notice the extra weight. Really, it's like driving a car that has chlamydia. There are no symptoms, but you know it's there, and that sort of spoils the relationship a bit. What's gone wrong with astronauts?
They don't go to the moon anymore.
No, they used to be rock gods. I mean, if you think about it, they would drive their Corvettes into town, get hammered, get chlamydia, and the next morning they'd be upside down in a starfighter, whereas I met one not that long ago. He was the first astronaut ever to dock the space shuttle to the space station in space, and he turned up for the interview in a maroon Toyota Camry. And he had his polo shirt tucked into his chinos.
What about the Jag? Not so good.
Well, I don't understand what Jaguar were thinking of, because they must have looked at Aston Martin and thought, right, they make a range of, well, nothing but a range of hardcore front-engine GT cars, so we'll do exactly the same.
But you know what the problem is, don't you? Jaguar now have a permanent testing facility at the Nürburgring.
Where they should have a permanent testing facility is between the two mini roundabouts in Chipping Norton, where I live, because that is the bumpiest stretch of road in the known universe. And it's been dug up again by that... What's that construction company called that you can't pronounce? Chlamydia. They're not chlamydia. Clancy, whatever it's called.
I know the one you mean.
So it'll just be intolerable in a car like that.
So hang on, let me just get this straight. You're saying that Jaguar should tailor their cars to the Chipping Norton set?
Yes.
Well, what's the point of that? Aren't they all going to be in prison next week?
Thank you, James. Nice to know that my friends can count on you for your support. Now, though, it is time to find how fast. I've had another theory.
Good.
Oh, God.
No, you love my theories.
No.
OK, this one. You know Jessop's and HMV and Woolworths and Comet, they're all closed down recently.
Yeah, Jeremy, this is a car show.
Yes. Bear with me, OK? And everyone is asking, why are people shopping in retail out-of-town, you know, centres, and town centres are just becoming boarded-up shops and women in short skirts vomiting and catching herpes, right? There's a very good reason for this. It's because when you go to an out-of-town retail centre place, you can park your car. When you go into a town centre, you can't.
Right, so what are you suggesting?
It's easy to fix Britain's town centres, rip up every double yellow line and sack every single traffic warden.
Oh,
The problem is solved. Everybody's running around going, town centres are dying, what shall we do? It's easy!
But if you allow people to park anywhere in the town centre, it'll become impossible to get in or out.
No, rubbish. It's true.
So you think parking restrictions are just out of spite?
Well, what else are they for?
mean?
They go, hey, we did really well. We got a £12 revenue today from our parking restrictions. Meanwhile, every shop's shut. Anyone here from London? OK, right, you're all familiar with the Westway. I've got a picture of it here. It's a big snaking ribbon of tarmac that scythes into the centre of the city. The idea being it gets you in as quickly as possible and out as quickly as possible. Now, for many years, it's had a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, which is too low, but they've decided this week to lower it to 30. 30 miles an hour. I'm sorry, I tried driving down there earlier this week at 30 miles an hour. I damn nearly caused 27 accidents. There was this little girl on a scooter. She was like, what are you doing, you idiot? You know,
But isn't it supposed to be a temporary speed limit whilst they do some works underneath the bridge bit or something?
yes, it is, but when they introduced the 70-mile-an-hour speed limit on, you know, all British motorways in 1965, they said then that was temporary. Here we are, 46 years later, we've still got it. Speed limits are like herpes.
Are they?
Yeah, you get them, never get rid of them. Never.
I've got to say, it doesn't look
Why is
very
that man nodding again? I know, yeah.
I've got speed limits.
But this road, OK, this road's run by Boris Johnson, yes? Now, Boris Johnson wrote a piece in Her Majesty's Daily Telegraph last week in which he said he didn't want to be forced to wear a helmet while skiing because, as an individual, he should be allowed to make up his own mind and he doesn't want governments telling him what to do. Boris, I give you that.